SI system we need to um, know. So now MK system also kg force per square meter, which is relevant. Now some of the important conversions. 1 kilopascal is equal to 1000 Newton per square meter. 1 bar is equal to 100 kilopascals or 105 Newton per square mm or 10.19 meters of water. So, if you know this basic relation, we can play. If I want to know the force exerted on the fluid element, it is nothing but multiplication of the pressure intensity into area. Now, based on this concept, yes, there is one universal excellent law was invented by Pascal. So now we are going to discuss the Pascal's law. Pa- Pascal's law states that the pressure or intensity of pressure at a point in a static fluid is same in all directions. So, as per the above sentence, if you put mathematically, yes, the recently we have seen one a small cube taken from liquid. Maybe if it is acting on x-axis, if at all we consider it is px, there are three directions as we know: x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So he was telling in a static fluid, on a fluid element, the pressure in x direction is equal to the pressure on y direction and is equal to pressure on z direction. Yes. Yes, in this also you can see, for example, as was done earlier. Now, if you consider a wedge-shaped fluid element, the pressure on this on one side of the wedge px, the pressure on the y-axis py, and the pressure on z-axis both are equal. So yes, now instead of telling, yes, we need to prove whether it is right or not. So to prove the above equation, yes, we have considered an arbitrary fluid element of wedge shape in a fluid mass at rest. So we have considered a wedge-shaped fluid mass. Let one more assumption we made is, let the width of the element is unity. That is, we are considering the width as 1 meter or 1 mm. Let it be unity. Now, the enlargement of the figure is shown here. So, yes, a wedge-shaped element in a fluid was considered. Now, yes, let Px is the pressure intensity on this side, on the this side of the wedge or AB, and let Py is the pressure intensity on the side AC, and let Pz is the pressure intensity on the side BC. So there are another things. Yes, we need to know. We know pressure intensity is force by the area. So here parallelly I wrote, if at all, if I want to know the force on this phase, it is nothing multiplied by the pressure intensity into the area. What is the area? Generally for this phase, if you see from this side, it is in a rectangular portion. So we know rectangular, the length is dy, and I am considering the thickness of this fluid is 1 meter. So dy into 1. So the force on this side is nothing but multiplied by the pressure into the area. Similarly from Py, the same thing. So in the pressure in this phase or force exerted on this side is nothing but the pressure intensity Py into, yes, what is this? The length AC is nothing but dx. Consider the length of this is dx and unit and unit thickness dx into y. Similarly, Pz. The force on this inclined wedge is nothing but Pz into ds into thickness of the wedge. Okay. Yes, the same thing has been explained once again in a notation wise. Now the pressure acting on face AB, nothing but Px, that is pressure acting in x direction on the wedge shaped fluid element, and the pressure acting on face AC Py, pressure acting on face BC, it is a Pz. Therefore, force on the face AB is nothing but, yes, as per the above equation, force is nothing but pressure into area of the face AB. Here the area of the face is nothing but dy into 1. Force on the face AC, yes, you can see here the force acting on the face AC is Py into dx into 1, dx into on the z. Similarly, force on BC, nothing but Pz into ds into 1. Now, further, we also need to consider the weight of element. Weight or the W, that is weight is acting at the center of the fluid element. Then generally as per the Newton's law, weight is nothing but force of the element into mass of the element into acceleration due to F is equal to mass into acceleration. The same thing, the weight of the weight acting on this nothing but mass of the element into the G, that is acceleration due to gravity. This thing also we can replace with rho into V into G. Since we know rho, what is rho? Density. Density is nothing but mass by volume of the element. So I can write in place of M rho into V, where rho is the density of the fluid element and V is the volume of the element. Now coming to the volume of the wedge. How do we calculate the volume of the wedge? We all know volume of the wedge nothing but area into the width area. So as we know that the area is a triangular in nature, we know half into AB into AC. That is, we will get the area of the triangle. And the another component is, yes, we are considering the width of this as unit, so I placed bar. So the total volume of this element comes around 1/2 dy into dx. Therefore, substitute this into the above weight of the element equal to the density half the side is the side of AB, that is dy, and the side of AC, that is dx into G. Now, if you go further, we can see because there is angular wedge. Let consider that BC is at an angle theta with respect to AB. Now consider a triangle ABC. Now we know basic concept. Cos theta is nothing but the side of AB divided by the side of BC. Similarly, therefore, AB, because AB is nothing but BC by into cos theta. What is BC or AB is equal to AB, we know the side is dy. What is BC? The side is ds. Ds cos theta. Therefore, dy is equal to, what is dy is equal to ds cos theta. Similarly, for sin theta, you know the side is AC divided by hypotenuse BC. So then AC is equal to BC sin theta. What is AC? Dx is equal to ds sin theta. So these we need to know so that we can substitute in the coming derivation. So till now we just casually know different types of parameters and their conversion. Now from this just resolve the forces in x direction. For equilibrium process, for equilibrium, we must resolve the forces in x direction and y direction. For example, I am considering resolve the forces in x direction. That is only we need to consider and equate them. So the forces in x direction, what are the forces? If you see here on this element, the force in x direction is yes px into dy into d1, that is one, and another force is also acting in opposite direction. So if you take the x component of the force for pressure, it is nothing but pz cos theta into ds into d1. So if you consider this is a pz, so if you that pz cos theta, if you, because it is acting in a angle theta, if you there will be two components, pz cos theta, pz sin theta. So pz cos theta into dx into dy. So these are the only two forces that are acting in x direction on the fluid. So generally for equilibrium they should be equal. So if you make it in right side, it will become 0. Now just solving it, px into dy equal to, I just make this in the left side, pz ds cos theta. So yes, what is dy? Okay, sorry. Now px dy into what is ds cos theta? Ds cos theta is nothing but dy. So I substituted in place of this dy. So if you cancel this, px is equal to pz. Once again, the pressure acting in x-axis is equal to the pressure acting in y-axis. So we only consider resolve the forces, and finally we derive the pressure forces on a fluid element in x-axis is equal to the pressure forces of py is equal to y in a mathematical way. So here another we need to do is resolve the forces in y. In the previous we just equated the forces. So what are the forces in y direction? If you see this element, maybe this py, pressure acting in y-axis, that is also upward, it is y direction. Another thing is, yes, this pz already it has two components. Maybe pz sin theta is acting downwards, that is one component in the y direction, maybe acting opposite. And another, you see the weight of the wedge, generally weight acts downward. So there are three, py, pz, w, pz sin theta w. But this is py is acting upwards, but these two components are acting downwards. So generally for equilibrium we need to equate this, py is equal to pz sin theta plus w for equilibrium. Okay, or if you so the same thing is shown in this, py, that is the force, we are equating the force, py dx d1 minus pz sin theta into the area into minus weight of the wedge, already we found it is rho into half into dy into dx into g. So since element is very small, because we have taken a small element, weight we negligible, very small, we need to, weight is negligible, so weight is negligible, therefore only we left with py dx equal to, okay, if you make this equation in the right side, pz ds sin theta. In the previous we found that ds sin theta is nothing but dy. So if you cancel that, py is equal to region.